get that. Sometimes I you would be what, bro. This is the worst thing.
Oh man.
And then you look back, you're like, man, you went through this. And sometimes he's always talking about like journaling and just looking back at things, and you're like, man, I went through all of this, and it can always be a reminder, like, man, I've gone through worse, and I can always do it again.
Yeah.
Seriously, you go through that. After a few years, you forget, and you start taking things for granted. You don't even remember your journey. So I do read my journal back just to ground myself and remember, like, these are the things that you went through. That way, it just grounds me. It pulls me down. Like, be humble, be grateful, be just appreciate where you are. Going you get caught up in everything.
Exactly.
Daily.
Yeah.
And you forget what matters the most. And you're just out there, just whatever you just think matters. Just vibing. Yeah. But when you go through something that's lowers you, humbles you, and you're like, damn, I'm going the wrong way. I'm going the wrong way.
I'm wondering.
It shows you what you can survive. Like, nobody has to learn that hard of a way, but it's like if I survive that, I can survive just about anything. I feel like
I think that's the price.
Sometimes it's like
pretty much.
You may think it like the price might not be worth it, but maybe it's building you for something even bigger in the future. Like you may have to.
But there's a different way of learning that.
No, you wish you didn't have to like
if we
go
could
through
all
the
learn
bruises
in a smooth, soft way, we would, right?
I wish I could learn through other people's mistakes, not mine.
Right. That would be cool, right?
Yes, like, hey, this is what happened. Let me just go the other way.
That's the thing. We had a conversation with Ruby. How empathy actually in the matter of, even if somebody tells you that, you're always gonna think, it's not gonna be me. You'll be like, nah, I'll be okay.
But that, I'm quite the opposite. Ahuga will be like, that will happen to me and worse.
Right away.
I will.
She's always planning for the worst.
If it's an option out there, I'm
possible.
Like, it's coming for me.
Now,
like we've been talking about all of this, like, through your entire journey. Like, if you could give any advice to your younger self who came here 2013, 2012, maybe even do like 2014 when you're doing your internship.
Yeah.
What are some of the things that you wish that person knew that could have saved you some of the heartaches and the headaches that you just went through?
I think at least for my journey, I'd say trust the process, because the process, it was like, a process better know I'm trusting it right now.
But does the process know you trusting it?
The process better know I'm banking on it, because I didn't feel that way. And that's like I'm a very like worst case scenario person, Kawisa. I'm like
you're a planner.
I'm a planner. Yeah. So I was always like, what if this doesn't work? What if it doesn't work? What if that runs out? And literally like down to like the day my OPT ended, the day after is when my green card started. Like 12/13. Like they basically printed it like OPT.
Goodness gracious!
How clean that transition was.
You can't replicate.
I would have the things that were going through my head when I was literally like going through the little STEM OPT application. I wouldn't have fathomed.
You have an amazing story.
That gave me over headaches.
Coco, it just made me think or remember about Kelly when she was talking about like how she was trying to like. Her OPT was about to expire, and then she found out you can volunteer and put a break on your time for OPT.
No
and it was
way.
4 days before. They stopped it at 4 days. I was like, she's like moving states.
We really just be living on the edge, vraiment.
Like, that's what sucks the most.
No, that's why I'm like, almost like a nod in your stomach that won't go away. That's why I'm like, the number of and that now every time I'm about to say something, I'm looking at Christian because
don't worry, I've
the number of I-20s. I had to print them, to include in my green card application.
Yeah.
But I'm getting one him. Yeah. That's when I knew.
That put an image into like everything you have been through.
It was the visual aid aspect of this.
But
It was a book, you guys. Because you know, like even all the CPTs,
All
like,
the CPTs,
every
you use,
every single
everything
time, all
has
the
to
little
match.
CPTs
Yeah,
and the little
put to one
CPTs
picture.
at Vandy and the OPTs in between, and every time you travel, you get a new one.
Yeah.
I went
Jeez.
home maybe like twice after, like during
that whole
during that whole caveat, I went home like twice. So those
I-94s.
I-90, it
The
was
parts
a
of day to do,
huge
when you-
I did it
ass
so
file.
long that I had a system to pile.
You
them,
you had a filing
I had a
system,
filing system for all the documents, and they were documented by folders. So
but label.
I enjoy doing things like that. And
that
that's
was
the
a
only way that I get to be
traumatic.
like, okay, I did this. Okay,
Traumatic.
2019, 2022, 2021.
No files by
CPT.
by
No,
by
no, no,
degree,
everything is right
by
there,
degree and by year.
Degree number 1, degree number 2.
Seriously,
By the time
guys.
he got to degree number 4, he was like,
No,
automatic.
actually, master. Yeah, the last one I was like masters 3. I stopped saying masters this of this and masters 3. I was like, oh yeah, this is it. This is it. But yeah, the
Masters,
documents,
it's,
though, you carry
Well,
them
and that is
everywhere.
printing, and they came. Wow.
I had it, oh no, forgive me. And I'm like, man, I've been one lucky mofo.
Let me tell you, that's me.
Because, like, having only one employer, I mean, one boss for like 6-7 years. And in school, I was like, I wanted to go to medical school. So I was like, damn.
Wow, the evil laugh.
How can it go?
It's going to get a doctor before you even went.
It never happened. It jinxed me.
He had the
Y'all
t-shirt that
ruined
said, yeah, t-shirt.
yeah,
Yeah,
they told me, keep calm.
Keep
I'm,
calm.
I'm almost a doctor.
I'm almost a doctor. He's
I'm
been
still
almost a
almost.
doctor.
That is so crazy. Do you think that's still a dream you will pursue? Or?
Yeah, like possibly. Because for me, like, not pursuing medical school was like finances. Because, like, you can't get a student loan if you're on a visa.
Right.
So you have to get a cosigner.
Gotcha.
And who's gonna co-sign your loan
Of
of 100,000?
hundreds of- yeah.
And you can only apply to private universities. Coco public ones do not accept international students, at least for medical school only. So then private ones is like 2 to 3 times more expensive. So then I remember, like, when I was in college, my senior year, and we had to do like, okay, what you want to do in grad school, create like a pathway. And I do have a whole presentation. I want to go to Harvard. I want to be a neurosurgeon. All the cool things that sound
Period.
cool. And then I'm putting on the cost, and the professor legit asked me. He was very financially savvy. He was like, 400,000? Is it really worth it? And that's the way I was like, damn, is it really worth it?
Well, we keep paying ridiculous prices for things,
Yeah,
apparently.
I
When
didn't-
you
So,
don't know what you're paying, that's when you're paying the most.
Yeah, and I didn't go.
hey, that's a
that
nice
level.
chunk of change right there.
Bruv. And I always do things to make my life easy. And I've always been lucky to have things, whether it was like a GPA. I was like, I don't want to do science GPA and overall GPA, so we might as well just get straight A's. That way I don't have to.
Period.
4.0, man.
So like,
College.
I did hear that on the was it like the first episode?
They were always like,
somebody who
You
does
have
something at
four-
4.0.
So you have 4. Let me ask you. You have 4.0. That means you had A normally lab classes.
well, yeah, I never had a B.
Everything.
Like,
everything 4 years semester.
I told you, my
I
I
know
told
I
you,
know, bro.
I need what?
What would you
I didn't communi-
presidential scholarship?
see that's where my life
That's
turned.
where I
That's where my life
think
turned. Nah,
Screwdriver or something.
no. I was like, I bombed in a bad way, like the exeter national exam.
Can I ask what your grade was?
I had a 49. 49 out of, at the time it was 73.
Oh,
At the time,
out of
entrepreneurship.
73,
About your entrepreneurship.
you had a 49.
49. So like I had an S math. So it wasn't A. It was A B C D E S and then F.
What happened?
Yeah, exactly. Nah. No, for me, I was like,
Yazanye, cyakora wazanye amahane,
Like,
revenge.
no, like I remember I was in my room. I said, if I ever get a chick, I realized I was not applying myself. I just many class, many class, and anyone have a I go play basketball. That's what it is. And then I was like, as soon as I got to school in Oklahoma, I'm like, get as high of a GPA that you can to allow your parents to be able to, pay as less money as possible.
I think that's also a good
And
motivation too.
Also, the people that were around me,
Think about it. Why didn't I think about it?
there was a lot of like
No, and there's thinking about it. There's actually being able to do it. You know what I mean? There's levels to
So
this.
for me, I was like 4.0 was never like a thing. Then I get to the school. There's a lot of African students there. Ghana and Nigeria was the majority, and I talked to them. And it was like, "Oh, I had a 4.0 last semester." I'm like, "You did?" So and then it made it like visual. Like I had a visual, like somebody who did it. So I thought it was just for like people who are insanely smart. I guess I am, but
Talking shit.
but then and the funny thing I was, if I can get an A in English, I can get an A in anything else.
Because
Who gets a name in English? International.
that writing was
Like
insane.
Bruh.
Did you ever do Jado Pepper? Stop.
Go word of advice. We should look out for a tutor in before you send this paper.
Word of advice is crazy.
Yeah,
Damn.
I'm
Yeah, I can follow instructions. Give me structure.
Use it.
Yeah.
Give me structure. Koko, we use quite a general paper. At the time we quite a exit. Wakagwa topic, wakadeka introduction, body, and conclusion. More exit. And it was worth
I
1
saw
point.
somebody online talking about how we used to write essays with our hands.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
And
yeah,
there was like
there
this
was
Gen
no
Z person complaining about writing 1,000-word essay.
yeah, 5 paragraph.
It's
Yeah.
like, bro, I used to be stuck in an exam room.
Did you ever do like the
I
SATs
did.
or no?
No.
Oh man, I did
I
it
did
twice.
GRE, but I didn't do
I did
SATs.
SAT. It made me hate the English language.
That
So
stuff
when I
is
had
rough.
like an A in English, I was like, "There's no chemistry in this world that can stop me from getting an A if I can get an A in English." Like something that I've never done
honestly,
before.
that's true because some of that stuff was
Because
crazy.
chemistry was like I had done it before. English I had never done before. Like okay, this is how you start a phrase. Avoid these. And there's books. Follow instructions.
Wow.
And once I made that, I was like. Sometimes I look back, I had like all these awards at school. I was like, man, this is like this ninja. Like,
As they should, okay?
like sometimes I'm like,
I personally don't have a lot of them hanging around.
Picture you.
yeah,
I'm
like
graduating after
some of those like reminders, yeah.
ziba bandi bahaguruka muri dinner bahagurutse umuntu akagenda this guy yahagurutse inshuro zingahe enye
No, is that a shit?
Wow.
yagendaga akagaruka yajya kwicara ngo
Another one.
Yeah.
Another one.
Another
Alright.
one.
Oh, that's pretty dope.
yakane
though.
ni Jado turabizi
I was feeling like Linda was sweeping at my Grammys. But
Queen
yeah, so
bee.
like I feel like
Queen bee.
That's what I said. No,
it might still be a dream to go to medical school. I'm like, the more I'm in medical research field and you talk to folks, I'm like, man, it might not even be worth it. The stress that comes with it.
Yeah.
I don't think I want any more of my dreams being a profession. I just want to be okay.
I don't want to go to work.
I truly want to
I
be
just
okay.
want to be okay. It feels
I
like
just
you're
wanna be
lying
okay.
down. Like,
Yeah, it doesn't
face
matter what
down,
I'm doing as
yeah.
long as I'm okay. That works for me.
That,
You get
that's
dreams
it.
and go, I want to do this? Nah. And right now, that's why I was telling you, I want to go to Rwanda every single time now.
Sha, good for you.
It had been
because-
10 years before.
Is that what it
Man.
was?
Yeah.
Wow.
10. Like, our whole country had changed.
Bro, that's a whole new place. You hadn't been
Yeah,
since
when by-
2015.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2015 December.
Dang.
So now I'm
I
excited.
gotta
again
talk
to
ati
go.
nageze by the point yo mu Rwanda numva stress yose imvuye ku bitugu.
Seriously, uzi umunsi
But
ukuntu
that stuff is
naryamye that
healing,
night
you guys.
mu rugo numvaga ndi kuyonga muri matera naryamaga nkumva nkoze hasi like it was the best sleep of my entire life and I still
Yeah.
remember how it feels and I want to have that feeling
You
and
want to
that's why I
have
want
that
to be
again.
okay.
I respect that. You know, the one thing also that I thought about, like in the whole spirit of going home, is just how we don't see our parents.
See?
That was his. Like, and
It's
it
insane.
becomes a
As
norm.
normal,
Yeah.
but
Eat a fish.
as people who have parents, why do you never see your parents type of thing? And that's all like in the umbrella of traumas that
Mhm.
this
Together.
immigration will have left us
Yeah.
with is
Yes.
just not having like spend time with the
Yeah, you're
people who love
sacrificing
you,
your
the
entire
people you love
relationship with the
is
family.
just insane.
So you're pursuing something that you think is the right way.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's what. And I think if you had asked like the whole "is it worth it" question
Mm.
as a standalone, it probably would be yes. But like when you factor in all
Other
the things
folks.
that it really took from you,
Yeah, it's not.
we're paying a really high price.
What does life mean to you? Kind of helps in able to situate what are you pursuing. And I like the fact that you kept saying, I have to do this at this point, then after that I'm done. Because that gives you, yes, I'm pursuing this. Ariko, I have to be able to put a cap. That way I can measure, I've done it, I've tried it. But guess what? This still, my main path is this. Ariko, I tried. Oh, never mind. Okay, good.
If I don't hear it by this
If I don't
time,
get it by this time,
alternate plan B.
yeah.
I think
Because the
it's
only
it's
thing
like
we have is
having
time.
the courage to make the call,
the
the
call,
tough calls.
yes.
you know.
Ariko, holding on to that little hope, it might,
That's
it might,
mess me
it
up.
might, or
yeah.
it might not. But Ariko, when you say, okay, I'm taking a call, I'm moving on
Yeah.
to this, then
Moving
you start
on.
acting to a different direction, which opens up to different more
Yeah.
opportunities that you didn't even imagine, and it happens a different way. But because you chose to act rather than wait.
Yeah. No.
So we
but
either
any
reacting
game
or
time
reacting.
decision type of thing.
Man.
'Cause
Sometimes
Like,
the kid is like the decisions you had to make. They didn't feel that big of decisions. But you look back like, man, I was
You
making
see
these
where-
decisions at this time.
Yes.
That's why I was like, who let that child do that? Because I was a child.
Yeah.
Fast
Yeah.
forward, I was an adult, but like,
Anytime
Grow
we
up
talk
quick.
about it, I feel like it goes back to what we've been told or trained as kids. So in our head, we have a focus of I have to make it through work, through this. I'm pursuing this because that's what I've been told. Because we're gonna go if you had been given an option to choose something else about math, if it was
Music.
math, physics, or music. Do you think you'd have chosen it? No, I
No,
was programmed
that's
to
why
choose.
It's like the conditioning is so deep.
It's
I
deep.
wouldn't
It's
know
not
where
just-
it stops or where my
Where it starts,
willpower
yes.
stops.
Yeah.
So it's all very like tightly meshed, and
yeah.
I mean that's what it is growing up in an African,
African-
family. Because me growing up in my family, failing was not an option, not a single.
And
bit.
sometimes it can add some weight to your shoulders.
No, that's why like even like the
Pressure.
going through Exeter.
Mhm.
Anxiety.
By the time that thing ended, I was like 110 pounds, and I was pretty
Wow.
much the height I am today.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nanutse, because like
I'm a knight.
nate-
All-nighters.
I actually left internat after tronc commun, so I was going home.
A level.
A level, I was
Uh-huh.
going home, but in S6.
You went back to the.
But the stakes, no. I was at home because at home it was easier to study. Cause
Really?
They have an
if I study through the night, who cares? But at school,
Amatara goma
I'm
kuzima.
a lazima, you know.
Oh wow.
I remember like feeling an incredible amount of pressure to deliver because it was one of those like Cerise, you have one job, and this is not even the parents; it's everyone. Like
Yeah.
even at school,
Yeah.
the teachers. I remember like a few teachers throwing jabs like.
Man, them
Like-
jobs be so violent
Like,
too.
be careful or you're not gonna make it kind
Yeah,
of thing.
like they'll be so loud and still like it's loud but it's subtle.
Yeah, no, I remember one of them specifically told me like you should look into Huko of Gongo Bridge to Rwanda or like ask around about programs very
Casual.
openly, you know, implying that I will not get the presidential scholarship.
Oh.
Man,
Who are you?
Why are you wishing me ill, sir?
is this some
Or
sort of
madam,
like
let me just blanket it.
is this some sort of like reverse psychology to motivate you to?
If it was, it worked, because I remember like that a lot of the pressure was also rooted in people pleasing random people. You know what I mean?
See?
Like
Yeah. I
Mhm.
literally.
Yeah,
I
so
was like, there is no way I'm not gonna get that. Because if I don't get that,
Oh, so at least you had a goal for that. Like that's what you were aiming for. For me, I'm just like, bro, I'm doing my best. Like that. I'm like sometimes I look back at it. I'm like I did not apply myself. I never went home and practiced. I was so bad at math.
In the S4 S5 Nanya was vibing. By S6 the stakes.
No, I could see S6 people started like the stakes were higher. People started like going back. Yeah, that's the first time I actually took cold soir with math. I was terrible at calculus. It didn't help. Like I was so confused that maybe I had like lost interest. But I promised myself like if I get a chance to come to the US, I am messing around.
Not drop another ball ever.
And I made sure I did homework and actually like studied after class. Actually, no, I didn't study that much. I made sure I never missed class. I was like, I want to be able to be in class that way I can get my own notes.
Yeah.
If I don't make it to class, that's more work, and I'm lazy like that. So let me just make it to work.
He's honest.
Yeah, let me make it to class. 50 minutes. That way, I don't have to spend 2 hours trying to catch up with everything. And I made sure, like, hey, do your homework, do this. And it was actually, I mean, you probably would say the same thing. You studied more in high school than you did here in the US.
That is a fact.
So I was like, yeah, I've done commemorizing a whole page.
Muri high school, muri S6 yo, you know, I feel like I studied more in S6 than I studied in all of college.
No, like for real. I tried to put that.
No, but the fact that I was studying at home, also everyone kind of knew, like, my good sis is going through it. My dad would literally come through, like at 2 a.m. I'm still studying.
Wow.
Like,
wow.
Please mind the business that pays you. It was that kind of it. Yeah, it was rough.
Wow.
No, I get
hey,
it.
I was playing around the camera, so I can see why I didn't get it.
The pressure? Same. Like, what? No,
and yeah, they were always focused on the results, not the way you get it.
Not the way you get it.
Self-induced, yeah. A lot of it was self-induced, but it's also like, bro, I have a rep. Excuse me.
Yeah, that's another thing.
It was very much like if like
Yeah.
Weeklo. L'enfer c'est nous. So like
facts.
You create your
our own hell or our own heaven through this. So whatever you imagine, that's how you either.
They think of less of me because I didn't make the presidential list.
Goodness.
And that's when everything starts.
But then I'm like, the thing that it bought me, I would run it back. That's
I was about to ask, like, hey, going back, would you still run the same route?
100%.
Yeah, because
it made you who you are right now.
It made me who I am, and I think I also took it seriously after, like when I got into S6 is when I really just like, sis, it's time to focus.
Wow.
But Ewan, I would sweat every sweat again.
I know we're kind of like getting towards the end. We've been like vibing. I just want to touch a little bit of where did your love for traveling come from? Not putting your business out there. You can touch this, or we can just.
No, I love traveling. I think that's the only time I'm a influencer.
You say Arkansas?
No, Arkansas didn't. Bro, when I was in Arkansas, I was struggling. Where was I going to travel to? I was road tripping to Memphis.
I'm never spending 4 years in the same place ever.
I was road tripping to Memphis for travel. What do you mean? I had no money whatsoever.
You're like, I'm never spending 4 years in the same place ever again.
No, honestly, I think I wouldn't even like pinpoint like where it started, but I just me and my girls love to travel. We love to see the world, and I think even before I got my green card, we would do trips. We love birthdays. We are like birthday freaks.
So you don't play around about your birthday?
No, I have like a whole birthday speech thing.
Wow.
Everybody's like, why are you making it sound like it's deep? Like you just described a birthday. I'm like, I just love. Like, that's the day you got here. Do you imagine how deep that is?
Yes.
Like, every person you've influenced, every life you've touched, every everything you've been through started that day.
That day, yeah.
We popping champagne. There's
If you
no
put
way.
it, if you put it like that, yeah.
No, I think when I put it like that, everybody's
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, that's birthdays." Like, anyways,
But no, go deeper. That's
no,
not just
yeah,
a birthday.
no,
This
it's
is
not.
the
It's
people
not
you
just.
touch.
No,
That's when it
it's-
started for you. That's before you started coming getting these green cards. The people you cross paths with.
I think it's all like the romanticizing life truly is part of it, because birthdays are birthdays at the end. But anyways,
No, Jay, I'm with you. No, let's
No,
go back
Jay-
to the actual.
no, in
birthday.
Jay, I'm sold, locked in.
Yeah, okay.
Me
good. I'm
and
with
my
you on that.
birthdays, we don't play around.
I'm with you now.
So all my friends also happen to love birthdays, so we do birthdays a lot. So it kind of started with like, let's do birthday destination trips locally, and then when we started getting our green cards, obviously that added the you can
Like, let's
skip-
elevate a little bit.
Internationally.
Yeah, like you can skip the
As you,
country
as you go up, you scale up in tax bracket. You scale up the
scale up
destinations.
in destinations. I know that my green card celebration, I think I was calling it my Declaration of Independence, is my Thailand trip.
Oh,
And that was literally a year after. But I was like, when I get my green card, I'm going to Thailand. Me, my backpack, my camera. We're going to Thailand.
man.
And I started saying that in like 2020 or 2019. I don't
Wow.
even remember as far back. But when I got my green card,
Booked.
granted, I had to fix my life for a few
Uh-huh,
things.
yeah.
It came a month 4 of 23. So I was like, shit. I'm unprepared. I wasn't expecting for it to drop so soon. So now, like, you have to do all these things that you thought you had a year plus to prepare for.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I have to get my life in order.
Yeah.
So got my life in order 2022. So 2023, and I was like, solo travel to Thailand. I went to Thailand.
Wow.
Island hopping in a few places in Thailand. Then I went to Singapore, and that was. It's like.
At times.
Like, this is it.
This is what life is supposed to be.
This is what life is about.
All those nights, all the
And
tears.
I'm like, and this is kind of like a celebrate. Like, look at all the places I could go. Literally. You know, so I think that was one of the big trips I've done. But since then, obviously, like, I'm outside. So.
Asking for myself, like, do you ever fear like language barrier going to like these new locations? Like,
Not in the
I'm asking for advice, I guess.
Yeah,
in case you
not
get to
in
that
the
point.
age of good old Google Translate. You get at the airport, you download the language,
Wow.
you have it offline, so you're good.
Ah.
I know when I went to Brazil, they speak Portuguese. I don't know why it's very illiterate of me to assume that the like overlap between Spanish and Portuguese was more than it actually was. Quite I was like, I can't hear anything. So
You
like
thought you
as
would
it
get
turns
it?
out,
You thought you would get it?
no, I know Spanish a little bit,
Yeah.
like enough Spanish to like airport Spanish, right? So if
Get
I'm
around.
in Mexico City,
Oh, you get around, yes.
yeah. So if I travel to Mexico, I'll know
Yeah.
enough to like get by. So I thought Portuguese would deliver the same thing. Zero suites. Even ordering food, and then I feel like everything there is in Portuguese. You have to go to a really upscale thing to find
see
an English
English,
menu.
wow.
So they will not try to help you.
Ha!
So everything was like Google Translate's like, please, can I have a caipirinha?
And I feel like that keeps your mind sharp to just keep making yourself a little uncomfortable in those areas where
Yeah,
like you're just like
for
pushing
sure.
your limits. Like, hey, I'm new to this country. I don't speak the
Yeah.
language, but hey, here
Yeah,
I
like
am.
Thailand doesn't even use
Adventure.
the same alphabet. So that one was
Huh?
straight up.
And it was
okay.
solo. You say you were solo, right?
Yes.
Alphabet.
Like they have their symbols.
They have symbols. They don't have
Oh.
ABCs like we do. Yeah, so like even street
Man.
names and
So
all
I feel
that,
like
so.
the guts to take a solo. I've done solo trips, but like not internationally. But I'm gonna probably do one.
Maybe
No,
coming
oh
soon.
man,
I'm gonna
it's
do one.
it's an experience.
I
wish
enjoy them though.
everyone can experience that.
There's
And
some-
and my
Yeah.
my first of all, my mom thought I was depressed or something.
Actually, I was
She
gonna
was
say like, what,
asking like my cousins to check on me. I'm like,
Wow.
baby,
this is as much as
you
self love.
if you saw the life I'm chopping out here, you would actually come with me. That's the problem.
Oh,
Like
man.
I could not expect. That was probably like peak happiness. What are you going
Wow, that's
Thailand.
amazing.
you saw go. That's why I was happy.
I didn't see in
You
Thailand.
didn't see me. You didn't see me in Phuket. I swear. Like
Yeah, you see me for in the cheeks,
no,
smiling from ear to ear.
Like I'm like, Mom, I'm alright.
Yeah.
Somebody tell
I
her
am
I'm
more than alright.
I am beyond alright. I've never been this alright.
Man.
But obviously, you have to consider like the safety aspect, especially traveling as a woman.
As a woman, I was
Yeah.
gonna say.
So, like for example, Brazil is apparently not a recommended solo travel destination. Even when
For
we were
women
there.
or just in general?
In general, it's just not a safe. Like Rio de
Wow.
Janeiro is not a real safe city. Even when we got there, like our Airbnb lady was like, "Watch out! Like people steal phones." And granted, I'm like I grew up in Kigali, and no, you
Could
know,
grant you a
I've
tax.
lost my fair share of phones in that beautiful
Really?
Kigali.
Yeah.
Like in 2022 when I went, Shabai Yinyibi the day before I came. After a
Wow.
month in that country.
The day before you came back.
Yes, I was.
That is
I was
great.
at MV. Ndipo gurira ibya Isa.
bayikura mu
The
mufuka.
things we do for the stomach.
R.I.P. to that one. No, literally, I was standing outside the club. Like that one time you go out before you come back to America. Yeah,
Wow.
Monaragash from water like this.
Tanya.
The next day I was at Rib, but then I was like, I don't have time to
Oh.
pursue
To
this.
wait for this.
Damn.
I have to
Koko-
leave tonight. I have no business pursuing this, but I was so
Wow.
pissed because last day really.
How dare you?
But then Irabja Isa will do that.
Worth it.
Akigira ezo ntakunda abiri kigira ngende bishaka.
Ira kuzindure, but watch for your phone because it's very crowded. It's
Nugutwara agafani pa ukagenda ukaziritse imbere ku buryo
the
ukagenda
Wuku
ukareba.
I travel with fanny packs everywhere.
Wow, man.
Oh man.
You have anything to ask as we
I feel like I have way more, but
okay. By all means, by all means.
Fire away.
We just here for vibes,
It's,
my guy. Like
yeah.
this has been amazing. Yeah, I'm like, this is amazing.
No, this has
Yeah.
been nice for real.
it's been an amazing night to talk to you. Discussion. Kumenya journey yawe to understand the
Yeah.
happiness in 2022.
It's starting to click, isn't
It's
it?
everything is clicking, but I feel like you deserve it anyways.
No,
because
for
you've
real. I
done the work.
appreciate that. Appreciate
Yeah,
that. No,
so-
it's been a journey. It's been a sweet journey since that turn of events. I can't lie. So
Yeah, I guess yeah, twabazaga ibibazo bya if you were to go back, would you change anything? But I feel like I want to close with the fact that life is not a video game.
no,
You don't have the privilege to
seriously,
die
yeah.
where and then start over and choose a different path. You only have
Yeah.
one, so you
Yeah.
just keep on moving. And
Mhm.
I'm glad that you said you wouldn't change anything. That means you're proud of everything
I honestly wouldn't, and that's really a place of privilege to be in too, right? So I acknowledge that as well.
Yeah.
That things went the best they could possibly go, and man, God's timing
He
is
made the most
is
out of it.
undefeated.
Mhm.
So
True. You acted and you
I'm
got
grateful.
And
I'm
you
grateful.
In a spirit of Thanksgiving.
Honestly, thank God. Thank
Man.
God for that one green card. For real.
That
Every
master
year-
key.
every
It's a
year-
master key that opens
That
doors.
master key.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, yeah, but
Man.
I mean, life is good. Do you know what I
Cheers
mean?
to that. Life
Yeah.
is good.
We
Yeah, that's
appreciate you very much. We always appreciate like our guests, like how they open up and just like. We hope your story helps somebody else who may be at a time where like, man, I don't know if this is my last straw.
Yeah.
This is it. Like, yeah, this might be a reminder or a sign for you to just like, hey, just keep one step at a time.
Yeah.
One step forward, one step forward. But we've had an amazing time. I even forgot. I was too excited. I forgot to say subscribe to the channel. Like, share, and share with your mom and friends.
Twashizemo ikinyarwanda.
Yes, you know, to whom it may concern.
To whom it may
You said it.
concern.
But yes, thank you very much for being with us. This has been an amazing conversation with our amazing Cerise. definitely worth the trip. And
I appreciate that.
As usual, keep reaching out. We always appreciate the comments and the feedback. If you are nearby our Columbus area, you can always reach out. We can always make the drive. Otherwise, if we have to fly to you, hey, try it. We gotta make the math work. Yes. But I'll let Christian say anything final. But
no, that sums it up.
Yeah.
Man, thank you very much. We appreciate you. We hope you enjoyed this conversation as much as we did. This.
Yeah.
As
no,
well.
thank you all.
But we appreciate you very much. Like you
really
don't
appreciate
understand
the podcasts. You guys are building a community that maybe we didn't have when we were coming up. So I hope somebody's finding some solace in all the tough times we've gone through.
That they're not the only ones.
Success stories that are coming out of this.
But as we closed, I forgot to ask, what made you keep going throughout all those little things where you were feeling down, crying, going back to the car?
Yeah.
Like what made you pursue? Where was the strength coming from?
God.
As simple as that.
That period.
Keep you going. That was your fuel.
God held me down.
Amen.
I think there's the like, may your struggles keep you near the cross. I think that's a song or maybe a quote somewhere. But like at the beginning of that 23 months, I actually like went back to church, if you can believe it.
Yeah.
Like it got down to I'm out of tricks.
Yeah.
I'm taking this to God. So and I stuck there for the struggle and I never left. So at the very least, that
church. I remember that. I swear you made an imprint.
That is like, so funny.
That day it's good too. I've never seen somebody so happy.
It's Jesus, guys. Look at
I can see. I'm saying that.
Wait, you hung out on a Friday?
That is so funny.
You hung out on a Friday?
Yeah, ariko Saturday twarasohotse kuko nagaruka se ko Sunday twagiye muri branch before we left. Ariko twagiye kumusura.
Oh yeah,
you came to my place, I remember.
Oh, now I remember. Yeah.
Oh, we had the best brunch. What was it?
I don't know the name, but you know what to judge.
Actually,
we can close and go eat.
I remember. Yeah, I remember.
Yes, actually, yeah. I'm
As
hungry.
a matter of fact, yeah.
I am hungry. Yeah, I am hungry. I won't even lie to you. I'm hungry. Yeah, but
you made an imprint kabisa that day.
No, that's awesome. No, but thank you all for the invite.
And we just like shoot out to say, hey, if you have any friends that might add to the content of this podcast,
say tap in.
We're welcoming referrals.
Uba, say less.
Yeah. I like what you say about the community. And
yes, and that's the goal.
No, really,
that's
like
the goal.
it's like I'm always listening. When I'm listening to the episodes, I'm dying laughing because a lot of that stuff is so relatable.
You can relate, yeah.
It's we were all in our corners of this country living the exact same life, and it's just so funny. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody living the same life in a different parallel universe.
Literally, and because when the immigration structure you'll say by now, so people going through it may not go through the exact same paths we did.
Yeah.
But at the very least, you have that community of someone went through it, and this is how they survived it, and everyone I think has emphasized the importance of community.
Mm-hmm.
Like get out and make a friend.
And in a small way also, like just you share your story, like, hey, I'm not the only one. But also to create like some sort of like network community where like, hey, I know Christian did IT, I know Jado is in research, I know Cerise is in civil engineer. If I wanted to tap into like, hey, looking for advice, I know somebody who's from the place I'm from. Yeah. That can at least offer me some sort of like information versus having to like figure it out on my own.
Yeah, because so now we're about to be that one person for someone else. For somebody else,
exactly, and that's what we hope sometimes like for the podcast. Like, hey, we're just talking to folks. They have from different walks of life.
Yeah, she had to explain her job. Step by step, what she does.
And then it can inspire somebody.
Brick by brick.
Yeah, this is it. Civil engineering is not just about being this constructions. You can also do the management side.
Because give
Like,
another
you don't
girl,
know
like,
how
a
many-
smaller girl, like a younger
Yeah.
you, dream like, hey, I want to
Yeah,
be like Cerise when I
like
grow
We
Cerise.
up.
only have one perspective when it comes to a job. You only have this idea of somebody who
Yeah.
told you this is what it is. But there's
Mhm.
so many
There's
aspects.
so many
within-
like niche options
Yes,
in
and
every
you can always find
discipline,
yourself
truly,
in any
so,
of those.
yeah.
So thanks for describing that. It was
Yeah.
really,
No,
It was a
don't get me excited.
great-
It was really my,
yeah, I
my
loved
only
it.
problem.
I'm looking to see
I
that.
could
part
feel
of
the
Because I'm like,
legs.
okay, let me go to my car and bring
then
my
bring the whole
drawings.
thing, bruh.
BRB.
Actually, we might be able to make that
Show and
building
tell.
happen. Yeah, no, the
Umva,
building
oh,
happen.
Umva.
Connections
Yeah,
have been
seriously,
made. Like, no,
yeah.
this is how you make connections and
Kabisa ni
do
good.
projects together just from
Yeah.
like just having
I got a
conversations.
free trial of how the process works.
Mhm.
But at the very least, you have a
Step by
12-step
step.
process.
I need to get my architect in order.
Now you gotta find
I
an
gotta
architect.
grab
You
my
know you gotta find
architect.
one.
He better be having the right designs.
Oh,
Yes.
man.
Don't be thinking we're going crazy. I ain't got that money.
Anyway, murakoze cyane turabashimiye.
He's starting a new conversation. He's like,
Welcome to the BM Pod.
Part 6 murakoze cyane. Thank you. We'll see you with our next guest.
Thank you.